3, 4 of 8, 5, 6, 7, 7 of 8, 7 of 8, 8 of 8. Let's get started, folks.
Let's rock the house, baby.
Wake and Bake Fred Fury with the Wake and Bake Fred Fury, now live on Michigan United Broadcast.
Man, I know a lot of you women go through a lot. I done seen it with my own eyes, which inspired me to write this song for you. I hope you like it. Check it. He used to be the guy, your knight and charming savior, who uplifted you bravely from the name dragging of your haters. Your relationship was goals, it was amazing, till you realized it was a phase when shit started changing. You wanna be close, but he pushes you aside daily. You've been through hell and you tired of your eyes draining. I can see the pain you've been trying to hide lately. No one understands you, they call you crybaby, so you shut down, bottle up the frown, up from all the rounds, and you try faking up the smile for everyone around. Maybe it's time to widen up them eyes. If he ain't trying to steal you right or fight to keep binding by your side, he ain't gonna ride or die, but jump out when things get harder by surprise. While you drive yourself to your demise, I know it's hard for you to let go, but you gotta try. Your emotional integrity is being compromised. He got you blind to the infidelity he often hides. Commitment is only on your side. He got your feelings wrapped around his finger like a Chinese finger trap. It's a killer for you to remain single and feel the task, so you eat up his excuses and force a reason to bring him back. Everything you say goes through him. He has you emotionally wounded from the verbal abusing. You're no one's puppet, cut all the strings he's pulling. Don't avoid the mirrors reflecting on your beauty, cause you're stuck trying to improve on the shit that doesn't need improving. Don't be afraid to move on, well he'll be the one losing something so unique and nothing to be fooled with. Go on and find yourself a new dick if you wish, but never settle for a nigga that uses it to think. Keep your heart warm, away from the cold souls trying to steal it from you for their own growth. Wouldn't even throw bones to a dog that's constantly digging his own hole. Focus on your own goals, even if it makes it something you gotta be alone for. Even better when you get to live in your own presence. Love yourself plenty, you deserve it, no question. Mistakes are the past and need a no mention. Leave that shit for the birds breakfast and let them get another hoe pregnant. Trust carefully, cause I done met some niggas that don't make believe that forever live faithfully to the day they be tired of the gate, keeping them away from bitches, so they take the risk when it's only for a day to ski and it'll never stop. So I even waste your hope, never chase a maze you know will lead you to the place you went before. Fake niggas shouldn't be able to walk through your open doors, so I think it's best to close them. Never let a man play with your emotions or downplay them enough for you to think you never had a reason to show them. If you're stressed about caring only for him to care less, level out the fairness. Use a goddess, put your foot down for respect. Never cower to a nigga's stress when you got the power to lead him to regret. Be aware that you're more worthy than you think you are, and if you think you aren't, think again. Ask your friends, think about all the niggas that has the end. You think about all the crap that you went through. If he loves you physically but emotionally and mentally can't accept you, then you weren't meant to be with him. Free yourself from trying to live a lifestyle that only pleases him. 100 is the level of effort that you need from him. Selfishness is the bitch it is when the person you love pretends to give a shit and can't accept your differences. Never settle for a make do. You can't change him and shouldn't let him change you. To teach him to behave you, let him know the same day there ain't no day two. You deserve a man who can appreciate you, make you feel secure, desire, pleasing, faithful, and unique and safe too, and let you dress the way you want, and never blame you for having strange dudes with their mouth open, drooling like they never ate food. It's okay just as long as they don't get a piece of the cake too. Stay away from selfish greed, it's a burglary to your self-esteem. You need a man that'll always be there in an urgency, even when it ain't an emergency, and be more than willing to turn your hurt to please. You deserve to feel love, heard and seen. You're sexy from head to feet. You need a man who knows how to touch you, fuck you, make you curl and cream, have you feeling like the world's a dream. Hands never should be off you like a pervert fiend. Stop fucking dudes who don't give a fuck about you. It doesn't matter who gives up on you, as long as you don't give up on you. So don't forget to give yourself hugs. You could only attract the level of love that you self-love. So hold on to that love that you have deep in your core, cause when you're feeling trapped, it can be the key to the door.
Whoop whoop. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, D. Good morning, Jason. How are you?
Somebody gotta do it.
I am doing fine.
Hey.
Thank you for the sharing,
Hey.
D.
They say I'm that MAGA rapper, ain't no capper, Bible
Good
thumping
morning,
every
Michael.
chapter. Bought a MAGA chain and bought a AR for the chain. Snap it everybody like it was my
If
hobby.
yous are
And they
tuning
hate
in
me cause I drive
to
them
the
crazy.
live,
Call me Ricky
on the
Bobby.
live,
There ain't no such thing as
welcome.
trans. You can't change
If you're
genders. Are you
tuning in
crazy? You
after
can cut your
this has
penis
been
off, but you
broadcasted,
still can't have no
hit
baby.
that
You
link
can
in
take
the
testosterone
description
pills, but you
over
still
there,
can't produce
wherever.
semen.
Yeah,
Welcome
over
to
here.
gender studies class that y'all are taking for no
And
reason.
jump to
Send y'all
YouTube,
kids to
and you'll
college
get
just
an
for them to be
unmuted show.
indoctrinated. Then they come out that way green hair. Them
So,
degrees are
that being said,
overrated. Look,
sit
I'm
back.
just
You
being
need to
real.
jump to
Regardless
YouTube
of how
and watch
you
it
feel,
after
homeschool
the
your
fact.
kids. Make sure they read their Bibles
Cool.
and you teach them skills.
Don't forget to
Wait,
hit the like,
universal
subscribe, and
healthcare,
follow,
well,
and
there's a
notify
reason to
all.
riot. Why should I pay taxes for people that ain't changing their diet? Obesity, the biggest killer, but that topic they're quiet. But wanna force me to wear a mask because the Chinese virus. Wait, mask off. Screw it, mask off. Y'all men grew up without father figures, and that's why you soft. Y'all worship your skin instead of God, and that's why you lost. But let me guess, you wanna be oppressed, but tell me at what cost instead of being civilized. We think it's cool to be ratchet. Women wanna be someone else. That's why their body is plastic. 20 pounds of makeup, fake lashes, fake hair, and fake nails, just to impress all of these people that's probably fake as well. Be yourself. The problem is too many people lack confidence. Hey, the problem is too many people lack common sense. Hey, the problem is too many people scared to say the truth. Hey, the problem is that's why there's trouble in our youth. Hey, y'all think it's cool to take drugs. It's popular to be depressed, so people have pity parties. Disguise it as mental health. Then go to a therapist instead of handling it themselves. Then they end up hooked on pills, and so is everyone else.
Bryson, that's hate speech.
They say I'm that MAGA rapper, ain't no capper, Bible thumping every chapter. Bought a MAGA chain and bought a AR for the chain snatchers, offending everybody, ay, like it was my hobby. And they hate me cause I drive them crazy, call me Ricky Bobby.
Candy, Scars, official audio. Welcome, Mike.
Never thought that it would go that far, that the darkest side would own me, pulling me away from my own heart. Please don't touch my scars. Promise you won't touch my scars, 'cause the beast behind those
try and rip me apart, and now I'm going crazy. 3,000 miles away from home, I don't miss my baby. They fucking with a beast and they think I'm shady. I go low key right away in a new Mercedes. I'll be going back to the old days. Yeah, I'm counting hits while I'm so paid. I ain't never hiding, but nobody's safe. Feels like we locked up in a fucking cage. Even when I'm on a stage, even when I'm getting fame, I prayed all to change, now forget to pray. On all that shit I say. By the way.
Never felt so lonely. I never thought that it would go that far, that the darkest side would own me, pulling me away from my own heart. Please don't touch my song. Promise you won't touch my scar.
Well, shares are done on Facebook. I am now got the YouTube open, and I am in my program. So feel free to chat as you need to, want to, or desire to. I am paying attention now. I was distracted before with sharing. Sharing is caring.
Now I'm seeing you soon. That's just the way that I groove. That's just the way that I move. That's just the way that I kill it. Closing my eyes for the doom. I had to go in and pop, and I had to go in on a rocket. I had to reload, and I'm shooting and popping. I had to go pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Feeling alone.
Good morning, Roman. How are you?
Fuck out of my home.
You're up early.
Never felt so lonely. I never thought that it would go that far, that the darkest side would own me, pulling me away from my own heart. Please don't touch my
Nice. I'm in the process of getting that decent buzz.
I got time today, pussy.
Kasky, I got time today.
Feature I slid, you never promoted it. You pussy and you been on my dick, wishing you throated it. Flashback 3 years ago when I was sewing it. I took the rap game in a hold, then I goaded it. If a rapper didn't wanna fuck with me, wouldn't complain. Daddy should've left you on the sheets like a cum stain. I don't make love on rap beats, I just run trains. Didn't like you way back then, it ain't none changed, pussy. And I say it to your face. When I twisted up the hair, made you wanna get the braids. Then you opened up in games, but they booed you off the stage. Cause you been a fan, all this hate shit is just a phase. You this long fest, they didn't invite you back. Wrote on devil's task, cause I've been down with the pack. Killing you at life, but I still could get you whack. Me and your favorite rapper, we just did 11 tracks. Kill yourself, pussy, cause you never get on my level. The iron metal, and I shoot it when I find devils. I keep on elevating daily though, cause I don't settle. And now you dead like the president say I'm better. Begging for the smoke for the kid, then you got some. You shot your homie by mistake with a shotgun. Then went to prison, say you gangster, but you not one.
Oh.
Kid holding fire, never shot one.
Now I got up around 8:30 myself. Didn't get online till 9 something. And then I had to reach out to Nova Scotia. Got a phone call from Nova Scotia.
That it's deeper than that. Wanted a handout from me, you bought a feature for that. It didn't work. 9 years later, you getting murked. I kill you with success and kill you on a verse. Speaking of merch, saw you being thirsty, DM and Mercules. I got the screenshots, cause I'm cool with them personally. Just like you was getting the verse from me.
Of course it does. It's Kasky.
I done did everything you wish you did. I don't rap with every artist that you love, you know I slid. I know that it's killing you this year. See me really big, got you throwing tantrums. When you just a silly kid. You were begging for the smoke for the kid, then you got some. You shot your homie by mistake with a shotgun. Then went to prison, say you gangster, but you not one. You just a kid holding fire, never shot one. You thought that you did something with that weak ass verse. If you die was on the tee, I'll piss on the shirt. Then show up at the grave site and shit on the dirt. The pandemic got you broke, so I give it his word. Never looking for a handout from a grown man trying to come at me for the smoke. You got no chance, can't even get inside your mind state. Man, you dropped that song on Valentine's Day because you lonely with no romance. Jelly roll, struggle, yellow wolf, they don't fuck with you. SCFMG, they my dogs, they don't fuck with you. Every rapper that you ever met had enough of you. That's why you ain't got no features. They see what I see, that you a hater on the low and the leecher. I make one phone call, Pablo will come eat ya. This was written with the same pen Nas did Ether. Jay-Z wouldn't want none either.
Oh yeah, I know. I have to agree with you, Matt. I'm not a fan of those myself, but yeah, he did make it work. Crazy. And as I was telling my chat group last night, I'm going to be doing a reaction sort of video thing today in the show. I'm going to be critiquing Nub's new video, the Tom MacDonald Cancelled remix. I watched both versions of it and I have issues with it. And I'm going to voice those issues here today. And I think you may see the same issues that I do. And if not, that's okay too.
I'll fucking whoop your ass. Just let another near my kitty bitch and I was class. I'm going crazy. I'm going out of my mind. Every time you run that fucking mouth, it put it on Facebook. Why? It's gonna drive us to the point where one of us is gonna die. And if we're all lucky, it all lies. I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. Tell me, baby, will you be my Valentine? I'm going crazy.
I'm doing my Blaze Diamonds in my Shadowizer this morning, and we are doing the darndest to get as elevated as we possibly can in the quickest time possible, because I got a freaking kink in my neck that just won't go away. Good morning, Chrissy. How are you? Welcome. You forgot Roman. Roman's in here too. And Mike. Mike is also here, Chrissy. Roman and Mike are here.
In my face, I sniff a pack in my brain. You got me tripping on my mind. When you leave me, you got me acting insane. Maybe you hate me, you cannot blame me, you cannot save me. Pray for me, baby. Already dreaded and do it and making me crazy. Already drug replaced.
I'm going crazy. Yeah.
Thank you, Chrissy.
I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'm tell me, baby, will you live or will you die? Will you love me? Will you love me? Will you love me till you die? Will you love me?
Whoop, whoop.
Like the tides in the ocean. Foot on the brake, at the light, I don't notice. I sit and wait for the next song. 20 hours in an old van up the East Coast through the cold. 20 hours by the ocean up the East Coast. What a road trip.
Okay.
Now that interstate is paved with memories of a past life I lived when I was 18. And every winter I think back to what we used to be.
I get that, Matt. I understand that. Myself, I'm a Canadian. And sadly, Tom McDonald is also a Canadian, so he gets my undivided support. And he hasn't done anything to hurt me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I do understand what you're saying, but that doesn't bother me. I'm a stoner. I understand Tom McDonald and a lot of artists I actually listen to aren't everybody's cup of tea. However, regardless of whether they're everyone's cup of tea or cup of coffee, they are all underground. That is what I do in this show. So, I hope no one is upset because of that.
Stealing my time. Sunday morning stabbing angels with a rusty screwdriver. I am a survivor of a Sasquatch attack. People that do less always criticize people that do more. Is it true that cold water cannot clean vagina?
Well, I understand that, Matt. Completely.
Shitting, that's a bar stool. How long should I wait before I bust a nut on my new sock?
I know some people do get upset, and I don't take it personally. I'm 52 years old. Turn it around. I'm 25 years old this year. Woohoo! Not much bothers me because I'm stoned all the fucking time. Because I need to be, otherwise I'd be a worse asshole than I normally am. Ask Roman. But I do my best to make sure I get all the new releases I can, and that they all be underground artists for this show. That being said, it is a task in and of itself, and a challenging one, and I like it. And it seems to be able to go across the board music spectrum wise quite evenly. Not everyone likes every artist, but I have found a nice even spot for everybody.
February 14th, fasten your seatbelt, get prepared for some roadhead. My apartment looks like a zoo for party animals. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Nice.
Hide or go outside. Either way, you're gonna die. Look at my mask, it's golden. Don't ask, who am I? No emotion, K-Sticks. Yeah.
Well, that's what, like yesterday, we were focusing on, and we do focus on spoken word.
Us versus the buff.
It's not so much about the music. The music is great, background. But it's more about the spoken word and what is being spoken. From Merkel's Monday.
Feast of famine, fuck a label, now the artist got a steep advantage. I ain't even selling music, all I see is addicts on Instagram live, about to OD on Xanax. All you need is succeed, it's a measly annex. I'm doing me, can't you see? I don't need theatrics. Got a team full of G's and we wreaking havoc. My life's a rated R movie, every scene is road. I'ma ride right through it. Right to you, I'm connected on a block like a Wi-Fi. Root a fat boy, shorty said I'm like a life-size Buddha on the go. You don't got a choice to respect me, the voice of the century. I'm pointing to send me. I'm destroying your headpiece, peel your cap off like I'm enjoying a backseat. I called King Crooked and we got his team cooking. Better check it in my city, you'll get all your shit tucking. Extendo on a clip, all we got is big bullets. When I pull it, you can feel it through the recoil cushion. I can sneeze on the beat and it's finna go platinum. They saying that they'll do shit that really won't happen. These silly old rappers, the Billy goes back. Bitch, I'm about to catch a body on video cameras. Murk. All I see is a bunch of dead bodies. I'm walking through the city like a zombie. Fuck them all, bitch, I ain't saying sorry. Respect on my name. There's blood stains all over my shawty. If you wanna start some shit, it's on and poppin'. All you see is bullets flying, bodies dropping. Maybe I'm just crazy and I fucking lost it, but I'll keep stacking these.
This is your 5-minute warning before dab 30. I repeat, your 5-minute warning before dab 30. I'm going to be doing rosin that I got for my birthday in January that I still have. Yes, I hold on to little nuggets of stuff and make them last. I can't do that with weed though, or hash. I stretch that fucking hash out as long as I fucking could. I'm empty. I have no more. But the live resin I still have. This heat will change your breathing pattern while I'm at your Thank you so much for that birthday present that keeps giving, D. I appreciate it so much.
All you see is bullets flying, bodies dropping. Maybe I'm just crazy and I fucking lost it, but I'll keep stacking these bodies.
1 body, 2 bodies, 3 bodies, 4 bodies, wait, stack them motherfuckers up. 5 bodies, 6 bodies, 7 bodies, 8 bodies, wait, wrap them motherfuckers up. I'ma leave a damn bloodbath in the city, like the ghost of Butch Cassidy in me. Did a drive-by on rap caviar, cause I got a new semi with the pandemic stimmy. I'ma touch him with the lead, tuck him in the lead, I'ma fuck him in the lead, put him in the puddle, do a little Uzi and put, you know it's on with Oliver Stone, the murder scene. They wanna sit on the throne, I sit alone like a Bernie meme. Fuck a phone, let the burner ring. You can't hurt the king. I'm killing rappers, my
well, that ain't gonna work. Putting my lighter underneath my banger. Need to do that for my torch. There, now my torch is lit.
Home shooter like the Lakers in Minneapolis, throwing bullets like I'm Rivers up in Indianapolis. COVID-19 crazy, I'm really bad shit.
All I see is a bunch of dead bodies. You must have thought it was a game. I'm walking through the city like a zombie. You must have thought it was a game. Fuck 'em all, bitch, I ain't saying sorry. Respect on my name. There's blood stains all over my shawty. If you wanna start some shit, it's on and poppin'. All you see is bullets flying, bodies dropping. Maybe I'm just crazy and I fucking lost it, but I'll keep stacking these.
Did you know there is no such thing as health care without THC? Go ahead, try to spell the word out without THC. Thank you, Chrissy. Mises, Christ ain't. Christ ain't.
Come on, baby, we gotta go. It's the snow globe, baby.
What's inside?
It's a church. That's where we go to pray.
Gonna be late.
Look, baby, it plays a song.
Look how we look at each other, judging books by their cover. If I told you I was Christian, how quick you think I would judge you? Damn, I'm supposed to be known by my love, huh? So what's that look like from above, dawg? Well, let me go ahead and sit in the seat this high and tell all you people out there what means it's not gonna sugarcoat it, no, cussing like a sailor, yeah, talking about a fisherman, tell me they ain't swear.
Well, that's most likely somewhat accurate, or not. You may have to refresh. I see 4 watching now with 5 likes.
I used to be back in the day, and that's all. No MD, no degree, no paper on the wall. Not a doctor, not a scientist, I am just me, that's all. No judge, just a witness that'll give it to you raw. Whatever I talk, trust that I walk, that's all that I done, that's all that I saw. No, not a theologian, not a Bible thumper, and it don't make me a better driver with a fish up on my bumper. Not a priest, not a pastor, not really sure if I'm preaching, but I'm damn sure not the soft type that'll sit back in these bleachers like fear of rejection is capped, my stomach and eyes, but not anymore. Not sure why I expect acceptance like I'm not in a war, but you're not my enemy. People, that's not where the battle starts. See, we need to treat the heart of the matter, cause it's a matter of heart. Not cliche, not saying I have all the answers, and hell no, I
oh my fuck. I wish I could have that phone call come in to me.
step off a ledge, right?
It is dab dirty. I repeat, it is dab dirty.
So stop with insanity, man. Can I be who created the universe? Look, you don't like how he runs it. Well, tough shit. Truth hurts. Kinda like being crucified, but hey, it's cool if I spew out lies so that you and I don't feud, cause our two views collide. So instead, continue these tried dialogues about the blue and sky, what we do and how to fly till we use all the time signs in a short little few to lives and then die. Can't do it. All this arguing so damn foolish. I don't care what color Jesus was. All I know is that the man's Jewish. All I know is God became man, cause man tried to become him. Every race got red blood, that's why it's blood that covers sins. You'll never win with these conversations going back and forth about denominations. Nations rise up against nations, signs of the I'm not the son, not even close. I don't love idols, I don't love titles, and I ain't bound to no pope. I don't worship Jews, I don't worship I don't worship rules. He is a name, no level of pain can never top. That's why as soon as you sing his praise, dang, your popularity drops. Coincidence, even though it's happened a million careers in a row, but yo, I leave that alone. I ain't in love with a list.
33 days. Till when? Till what, Jason?
Chill with the boxes that you put me in. Why you looking in and put it all on display while you lock it in a closet acting like your life is great. Okay, this is me, nothing more, nothing less. Do I love Jesus? Best believe it's yes. But am I still a Christian? Sure, cause if it's everything I just said that I'm not, then not no more.
Story time coming up next. What I'm not allowed to tell you.
One big stage and realise it is the same in every single country. None of these governments are actually working against each other. They're all working with each other. It's all designed to keep people distracted with the right hand so they don't notice what the left hand is doing. This is a complete puppet show. The whole thing's a puppet show. You know, the world's run by a bunch of criminal scum who are driving the world into the ground and driving all the people into the ground with it. And they're currently rolling out their surveillance system, not to keep us safe or to give us good communication, but to protect themselves and to control everybody else. That's what's happening. And people don't simply face that for what it is and call it for what it is, and people should. Now, that's where the problem lies. It's our need to be politically correct all the time and simply not call things for what they are. We always want to say the safe version of what we feel because we're too scared of what people might think about us. We're too scared of actually standing in our own personal power and simply saying
Not
what
me.
we
That's
feel.
what has gotten me into trouble for so many fucking years.
Make a big difference. At least perhaps we would inspire other people around us to start standing up for themselves as well. Our main problems are that people won't really acknowledge, or they're not prepared to acknowledge the fact that all that really exists in this world here, in our society, are other people. And that's really the problem, you know, like the people that we believe to have authority over us don't. They're just people. You know, they write all this stuff down on paper and call it law, and we go along with it because we believe we should. But very often it causes us to step outside our moral compass to do so, and all this law does is cause harm anyway. So why do we really go along with it? That's the question. And the reason is because we've forgotten that it's just people. And not only is it just people, but in relation to government, these are people that we actually employ to do things that are not really what they're doing. We actually employ these people to manage infrastructure, and they're doing exactly the opposite of what we employ them to do. And now that power is being consumed in the smart grid, it's all looking very bad. And the problem isn't technology, it's who's controlling the shift into this technological future. I mean, in a good world, in a world where things were open and transparent and we had some form of honesty in government, if we're going to have government at all, then a smart system wouldn't be bad. It'd be very beneficial for us. A digital cashless society wouldn't even be bad. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with technology. What is wrong is who is in control of the world at the moment. And we can step back and look at the world as one big stage and look at this and realize that what I've just outlined for you is the same in every single country. Because that should be the clincher right there. Just that realization. It's the same in every single country. If you really want to understand global politics and really understand how things work, you need to get the concept of enemies out of your head. There are no enemies. None of these governments are actually working against each other. They're all working with each other. It's really easy to see. I mean, if you step back and look at it, it's a closed shop. This whole political system is a closed shop. It's who wants to pretend to be the enemy today so they can pretend that there's a threat to their nation so that their people need government, or believe they need government anyway. That's the way it works. This is a complete puppet show. The whole thing's a puppet show. And what it's all for is to bring about the concept that we actually need government, and so that the government can do exactly what it's doing. It's all leading towards the same agenda.
It's not
and all
completely
of this
pain-free for me,
right from the beginning. It's about the
but
smart
it's a
shit,
hell of a lot
folks,
better than
and
it would
it's
be
always
without
been
the
about the smart
THC
shit.
and without the
And all the governments
cannabinoids
have been
in my
colluding to
system.
do this.
Like
right
my
since
neck
the beginning.
and
This
my
has been the
shoulder,
real plan
I did
all
something
along.
wrong in my
They're all
sleep
working
last
together,
night, and it
folks.
is
All the world is a stage,
still
and government is one
being
big
a
puppet
fucking
show. When the fact of the matter is
and I
that we
put
don't, and the
cannabis
world would be
ointment
far, far
cream
better
on
were
and
these
everything
people
else,
not
and
in
it's
positions of power. Our
subsiding the
problem
pain
is that we
and
don't simply
relieving
call things
the
for what they are.
inflammation, but
Have a look at the world.
I'm still in
Have a look
pain.
at what government does. Everyone should really question that. What does government do? Have a look at your life and ask what government does for you. But
But it definitely
doing all this
helps
stuff for you.
manage
But what does government actually do for you? Have a look at
the
your
pain.
life.
It doesn't
and when
take
you
it away.
really
It doesn't
analyze it, really
resolve
step back and look at how it makes you walk
completely
between
for
all
me.
these lines and pay taxes and do all this stuff, and how we end up in all
But
of these
it does
states of
manage
hardship
it.
all over the place. The basis of our problem really is that we think we're just little people. You know, we're not just little people. All that exists in this world are people. All that exists within our social system are people. All that exists within our government are people. You know, we have this concept of authority. We have this concept of what the system is. But the system is just an idea. It's just an idea that someone put into motion. It's an idea that somebody had. It resonated with other people. And they put it into motion, and we ended up where we are. And the people that are putting their plans into motion, continuing to do so for generations upon generations. This is a multinational, multi-generational cabal that has been putting this system in place for a very long time. And during the process, we've forgotten what we are. We've forgotten that we're people too. And we're not just little people. There are no such thing as little people. All people have value. And no people have any more value than anybody else.
Certain pain
The
it
whole
does,
concept of
other
rules,
pain it
the whole
doesn't for
concept of
me.
government, the whole concept of royalty,
Um,
the fact that people claim
when
that
it's
they
joint
have the
pain
right to
or
rule
nerve,
others by their
no.
bloodline. That is completely absurd. That is egotism taken to the next level. That you actually believe you have the right to lord over other people because of your blood. I mean, who in hell do you think you are? And that's a question that we just don't ask people. Who the hell do you think you are? And that's what we should ask government when they come to ask things of us and make us do things. We should simply ask who they think they are, because they're our employees and we don't employ them to do what they're doing. But when we go to court, we don't do any of that sort of stuff. If they ever come for us, you know, and we do go to court, we get someone else to speak for us, we plead, we beg, we do all these things.
I
We don't
have.
simply ask the question, who do
Roman
you
has
think you
seen
are?
me in
Why
court.
do you think that this legislation
It's not
you're
good.
putting in place
I
has
get
any
this
effect
close
over
to
me?
fucking
Why do you
getting
believe you have a right
contempt
of ownership
charges.
over me? Why do you bring me in here to cause harm against me? What do you believe you have the
They
right to
hate
do this? Who gave
educated
you that right?
Indians.
Who are you anyway? You're someone that we appoint to power. How can you believe that you have such a right of ownership over another human being? What do you believe gives you the power for this? What do you believe you get it from government? Well, where does government get its power from? It gets it from the people. You need to just ask the question, who are you people? And who do you think I am? Why do you think I am your slave? That's the thing, folks. There is no such thing as little people. And everything about this society has trained us to think we are little people, but we're not. because there are no little people. There's just people. You know, that's
or
the
as Doctor
cause of
Who
so
has
many of our problems,
so
our failure to
eloquently
really
stated,
perceive who
there
we
is
are.
no
fear of
significant
we're in
human
fear
being.
of authority, we're in fear of government, we're in fear of the system coming for us, but ultimately we're in fear of ourselves. We're in fear of ever really being ourselves, in fear of ever really
They
expressing
attempt to
ourselves,
control it.
in fear of ever realizing
Matt,
the power
they
that we have,
attempt.
because, hey, that might mean we have to take responsibility for things, like our life, or perhaps this world
Even with
situation,
bad
or
laws,
perhaps
they
what our
attempt.
politicians are getting away with due to our failure to take responsibility for ourselves.
Canadian government's
But it's
the
a
only
fear thing.
government.
It's been ingrained into us. It's
Never,
happened through
never mind
generations upon generations.
Canadian
of programming,
government is the
subliminal
only
programming,
people
unconscious
group
programming, indoctrination
to fuck up
it's
the
taken a long
cannabis
time
industry
to get to
from
this point,
plant
and so there's no real easy
fruit.
fix for this. It's going to take
And
a little
everything
bit of
in
time to
between.
lead us back to a point of safety, but that's really what we should be focusing
Since
on. Finding
2017.
that point of safety. You know, we don't even
They're
need
the only
a plan
one
for what the
people
new
group in the
system
world
should
to
be,
lose
if we even need a system.
billions.
What we need to do is to find what we can do
Sorry,
to stop this
when
system
you're
from
losing
moving any further forward
billions?
into this smart grid, and give ourselves a chance to regroup and get ourselves to a point of safety so we can regroup, so we can formulate some plan which will lead us to freedom. And what is freedom? Well, we don't
I
know,
am free.
because we've never been free. We've never had freedom. Not anywhere that I can find in the human experience. We've had little modicums of it, little semblances of it. If we go and hide in the forest and pretend the rest of the world doesn't exist or something, perhaps we were free then, but we
Madman
never
in a blue
really
box.
have been
I'm
free.
free.
And imagine what it would be like if we were free and we had access to all the technology that we've got now, all the knowledge that we've got now. Imagine if the human race suddenly found itself free in the middle of all this.
Oh, they do the same
Imagine
up
what we
here
could
in
achieve.
Canada.
could
It
be
is
quite
sickening what they're
incredible
doing in
future if
Canada.
we would just pay
That's for
attention to what is
tomorrow's
actually
story
happening around
time.
us and seize the crisis that we are in as one of the greatest opportunities we've ever had for freedom, because now we can see the system. It's all laid bare. And one of the biggest allies that you've got, one of the biggest assets you've got, is the people around you. If we could just put down our stuff with each other and unite with our communities, just get to know your neighbours, put common unity back into your local community so that you can all stand together against this system. Every idea that ever happened, every problem that we face, everything that's ever happened to the world, doesn't matter whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, every single thing that's happened in regard to this system, into the social system, the economic system, any war, any great invention, anything that has ever happened that has been created from the hand of man, ultimately came from the spark of an idea within the mind of a single man or a single woman. It was just an idea that they had. They expressed that idea. They put that idea into action, into motion. It resonated with others, and it became a reality for the entire world because they put it into motion. But ultimately, it was just an idea. That's what this system is. It's just an idea. Someone had the idea of how we could control everyone. They started putting this little thing in motion, this little hierarchical thing, this little leadership thing.
And what it requires
people
from
started
everybody
following,
is their
because that's
consent.
what people do. It's just a farce. It's a complete farce.
To
I mean, how do we
believe
ever do
in
this?
the
How do we ever let
lies
things get
and
this far?
consent to
That
whatever
we
they
allowed the world
request.
to get to the
'Cause if
state
you
that it's
notice,
in. How do we
none
ever
of these
lose
requests
the power that
are
we had
laws.
to such an incredible degree? You know, really. And of course, it's because of fear, the fear of facing authority, but really the fear of facing ourselves. It's there in everybody. That ability to make change, that ability to really express yourself. Only this system trains you, you can't do that, but you can. And now's the time that we can. Now, there's so many tools here that we can use, but the most important tool is ourselves and the realization of ourselves. All of the world is a stage, and you know, we've just forgotten what we are, folks. We have. And we've been trained to look at things from a completely skewed perspective. You know, most people's concept of the world comes from what they're given by the international media, the mainstream media, and it's all an illusion. It's all rubbish. Like I said earlier, none of these governments are enemies. They all work together, and they're all working towards a common agenda. But the question is, what are people doing with the information? What they're doing is they're sitting back and they're waiting for forces
They're
within the
not
government
going to
fix
fix
this
it,
problem.
people.
But they're not going to. Of course they're not going to. Why would you think that government, which is the institution that has created the problem, is going to be where the solution comes from? All the world is a stage, ladies and gentlemen, and nothing is what it seems, and everything is leading to the same point. It really is, and it's imperative that people pay attention, because there is a window of opportunity here for us right now, but if we allow that window to close, well, it's going to close pretty tightly shut, and it'd be a shame to let that happen. But I think we do have a huge window of opportunity, and I am seeing huge waves of awareness.
The next thing that they're doing,
out of their eyes and
fear tactic-wise, is the variant
solution in the wrong places
to justify the lockdown. But if you look at all their stats,
the solution is each one.
We're no longer in a state of emergency after a year.
What we are.
When we
the solution
drop the curve, we do this,
we
do that, we're doing all of it. So we're not in a state of emergency, but they keep telling us we are.
Those who believe they can control us. Now, the problem is we try to battle police on the side of the road or do it through the mechanism of the legal system and all this stuff. We never simply stand together and ask the right question. Who the hell do you people think you are anyway? We just don't ask that. We never look at the people that we're dealing with as just being people.
Bitch, what you point? I get big like I'm corn. I get chips like a horn. Tell a hater, eat a dick at a boy.
Mises, now or never.
I will bet 1,000 other hottest Bill Cosby sweaters. You ain't got a shred of evidence convincing anybody your style better. I don't spit bars, I live bars. In the booth and in the gym, bitch, thinking shit hard.
And after this comes the Nubs videos.
Now I don't even mean that your lady's ugly. I'm saying, boy, about the way she suck. Oh, damn, that's a low shot. My flow's grams, that's pro shot. My programs get more guap, my name's only get more hot. Is it me since I'm Jesus? Till he discanted no fucking new. So he went names down, fuck you and fuck you too, it's coming soon. Damn it, I just let the cat out the bag and I'm packing a Mac in the back of the act. And I'm sad cause I know about half of these rappers don't know who Big Pun is. What happened to rap? What happened to backpackers? Cause back in the day when you whack, you ain't getting no track. So I'm bringing it back to when talent was actually what mattered instead of the platform you had. Yeah, I don't fuck around. Yeah, I don't fuck around.
And I have this video not because of the music, but because of the background to do my critique on.
Bet you looked at me and thought that is what I sound like. Ay, judging books by covers, half a second sound bites. Ay, didn't know colors make noises, he don't sound white. Ay, I swear that's what most of sound like. Gay. They say I can say that. I tell them yes I can. I tell them fuck it, cross the line. Mexican. But you won't catch me on what you gon' bet me. I kill what you right, even if I write lefty like lefty said in Donnie Brasco. Forget about it. You fugazi won't do shit about it. You walk in a lot, but you coming out dead. But you run up on me, I'ma cut off your legs. Put these words in my life, every one that I said, cause I spit every verse like a gun in my head.
I don't have no, I don't have no hands, but got my voice that won't be silenced. Divide and conquer is that game y'all feed.
Now the critique here is the cameraman, not the video or anything else. Cameraman. Great backdrop. But watch what he does and it distracts from the whole video.
Agree to disagree, then move along. You ain't gotta like the next guy, but let them live life how they want. I was born without feet, so there's no way I'll be defeated. If I told you what I've been through, chances are you wouldn't believe it. I was bullied as a kid, would question life like what's the meaning. I done made it through my darkness, now you see me cause I'm gleaming. People call this shit a gimmick, I just work with what I'm given. And I guarantee they do the same thing in my position. I done made it through my ringer, many said I couldn't do it. Many said they got my back, but in their absence failed to prove it, man. So sick and tired of being lied to. Spit facts is all that I do. I refuse to be another sheep. I'ma walk whatever path that I choose. Steer straight, never look back. If you want my way, you better steer clear. Many people told me kill myself, but
now the guy running the camera, coming in on these focuses, unless it's Snowman, you fucked up. You did it too quick. You're panning in and out and all over the fucking place. You fucked up. Unless you're Snowman. Then you did a great job. I've been manifesting greatness. That's why I'm getting better every single drop. Reason why he fucked up is what they did next to the video for Facebook.
Why don't have no? No, I don't have no hands that got my voice that won't be silenced.
Using the background and the borders, it makes it even worse.
Common ground, y'all choose to stay divided. But think about the power that we have when we united. But y'all ain't trying to hear it. Most would rather judge on one's appearance, throwing dirt all on their name because their views from yours are different. Man, it's wrong.
If I'm wrong, please say so in the comments.
But let them live life how they want. I was born without feet, so there's no way I'll be defeated. If I told you what I've been through, chances
but
are
Nubs
you
nailed
won't
this.
believe it. I
Fuck.
was bullied as a kid with question life.
He
Like,
nailed
what's
it.
the meaning? I done made it through my darkness. Now you see me because I'm gleaming.
It's
People
just the
call this shit a
cameraman I'm
gimmick.
having
I just
issues
work
with,
what
unless
I'm
it's
given,
Snowman.
and I guarantee they do the same thing in my position. I done made it through my ringer. Many said I couldn't do it. Many said they got my back, but in their absence failed to prove it, man. So sick and tired of being lied to. Spit facts is all that I do. I refuse to be another sheep. I'ma walk whatever path that I choose. Steer straight, never look back. If you want my way, you better steer clear. Many people told me kill myself, but fuck that, man, I'm still here. Put my drive up in the 4th gear. I ain't kidding, man, it's go time. All these rappers claiming so fire, but they off beat or they don't rhyme. Whip it up, I got the dope lines. Always trying to feed the team first. In the kitchen, chef bar knives, man, I'm cooking up without the wrist work. I was never ever picked first, nah, I was only picked on. Pushed down and then laughed at, got past that to help me get strong. This the fan, we've been grinding long, and I love the journey, I will never stop. I've been manifesting greatness, that's why I'm getting better every single drop.
Exactly, motion sickness. Up next, Wild Queen. Or Wicked Queen. Sorry, my bad.
Me at the freak show, I'm giving out free takes, whipping out a couple zips, rolling up a couple sticks. Up, you got the grip and you don't wanna hear the click, click, quick. Don't quit, don't wanna miss it when the bass hits. Wait, take a pic, I wanna see it when your face splits. I think you might need to hear this. My mom says that I'm a conspiracy theorist. Mandela effect be affecting my lyrics. My mind is too woke, so my eyes see the clearest. You don't really wanna know what leads to the critics. Roll the guillotine out, you're about to feel it. Wicked queen, you better bow down. Been too woke, I can't rest now. You don't want the smoke, about to blow it down. Stressed out, and now I gotta cup another ounce. Sicker than the COVID-19 quarantine. Illest sugar, honey, iced tea. You ever seen spitting hot fire? Spraying with the kerosene. Wicked queen, chopping up the beat like a guillotine. Wicked queen, you better bow down. Been too woke, I can't rest now. You don't want the smoke, about to blow it down. Stressed out, and now I gotta cup another ounce. Sicker than the COVID-19 quarantine. Illest sugar, honey, iced tea. You ever seen spitting hot fire? Spraying with the kerosene. Wicked queen, chopping up the beat like a guillotine. Smarter than Harley with a PhD. Sharper than a smart HD TV. Not a high-strung thought, yeah, I stay low-key. Gotta be, otherwise I'ma need a lobotomy. Or I'll be demanding your head on a platter. White House songs screaming Black Lives Matter. Or we could just go and play Would You Rather with the Mad Hatter as we wait for the rapture. And a piece is just something I'll never capture. My thoughts already brainwashed by it matters. Never ever really been sure what I'm after. Think I might catch it if I spin a bit faster. Wicked queen, you better bow down. Been too woke, I can't rest now. You don't want the smoke, about to blow it down. Stressed out, and now I gotta cup another ounce. Sicker than the COVID-19 quarantine. Illest sugar, honey, iced tea. You ever seen spitting hot fire? Spraying with the kerosene. Wicked queen, chopping up the beat like a guillotine. Wicked queen, you better bow down. Been too woke, I can't rest now. You don't want the smoke, about to blow it down. Stressed out, and now I gotta cup another ounce. Sicker than the COVID-19
Yes.
illest sugar, honey, iced tea. You ever
No,
seen
Mrs.
Mrs.
Candy the Clown. She's married.
Only true ninjas and ninjas allowed. Bet you that I shut your whole clout game down, bro. I don't wanna hear about who you think you know. I be thinking too fast, they be moving too slow. Out of the throttle, they forgot me like Pluto. Don't play with me, I'm not a Super Nintendo. Ride with 10 windows and I got the extendo. Hit that bass, drop it, mix it with a wicked flow. Chop it up like mincemeat at the butcher stove. Trying to slow down, so I hit a little bit of drawing after times I don't even work no more. So it's off with your heads when I'm getting in my zone and I'm flipping that switch into wicked queen mode. You don't want the smoke, about to blow it down. Stressed out, and now I gotta cup another ounce. Sicker than the COVID-19 quarantine. Illest sugar, honey, iced tea. You ever seen spitting hot fire? Spraying with the kerosene. Wicked queen, chopping up the beat like a guillotine. Wicked queen, you better bow down. Been too woke, I can't rest now. You don't want the smoke, about to blow it down. Stressed out, and now I gotta cup another ounce. Sicker than the COVID-19 quarantine. Illest sugar, honey, iced tea. You ever seen spitting hot fire? Spraying with the kerosene. Wicked queen, chopping up the beat like a guillotine.
Chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. DJ Paul, KOL.
In the kitchen, and it's tasty.
She's so open, yeah. We so open, yeah. She's so open. We so open. She's so open. As soon as I put out, man, that thing was still open. Waffle House style.
Okay, this nigga that's in my system got me spinning and talking. Then I'm walking through the parking lot, dive in the bar like I'm swimming. Excuse me, bitch, out my way. No security's in my face. Part the seas with my click. Look at this fool. Fuck you say. Never been scared of no hood. Never been shook by no hate. Word of my town, solo dolo, ready to die. Testing fate. Mama's boy, out of my mind. Travis Barker, psycho white. Belly full, ain't that money, but I can't feel my appetite. Cause I am all about that hustle. Can't stop, all about that trouble. And I might just push up on your bitch like I am. All about that muscle. I got that mafia inside me. Memphis right beside me. This ain't no ladder worth you climbing. No bitch, you ain't about to try me. Cause we will double up, double up, trouble up, trouble up, trouble motherfucker like a trampoline. Pump it up, pump it up.
I'm a fan of his myself. I can't say I love him, but I do enjoy his music and have for years.
We so open, yeah. She's so open. We so open. She's so open. As soon as I put out, man, that thing was still open. Waffle House style, 24/7. We stay open.
Me and the blue cheesy loping. Roll through Winter Springs, I'm looking like King Satines, and we gotta put hope in. Man, the car came through so sick. That shit wasn't my whip, would've thought it was COVID. Strap hanging off my hip. Sharks trying to get in my grip, would've thought I owed it. Folks get shot every day round here. Probably best you don't try to play round here. Homeboys doing stakeout, shit only A1 if you keeping your K round here. Man, I zip that down, I don't see my nuts. Y'all buying fake ass zips to the runs. Reason I know, cause my homeboys all repackaged. No activists in the streets, we active. I'm all about the hustle, can't match me. Red dot on your head, it ain't acne. Who the hottest in the city? Well, that depend on who you asking. I keep my gun handy. Y'all done opened up a can of worms with me, it's uncanny. Off the drugs, cause I'm liable to try to kill you pussies off of one zany. I'm spotted like the money, had to stretch it. How you supposed to win your package getting intercepted? I send them shots again, and first time you ain't get the message. It's gon' end, so every day shit. Never dare stay open.
This place, Hunter, Knife One.
And now for our public service announcements.
We got little flip. I'm a sicko.
How many times you tell me to put the mic down? You quiet now. It's time to put my city on its phone and now we fire. Wow.
And when them swangers hit that pavement, it makes sparks
yeah,
fly. Don't
I'm
piss me off,
much
cause you'll
the same
see
boat
tales
as
from
you,
the dark
Chris.
side.
Quit with the theories, just get with signature series on me. Just picture the fury. I used to get you to hear me. I'm a beast, rock roller, I'm a dog. Best believe I got dollars, I'm a boss. I'm the realest to do this.
Hey, can you see me? Okay, good. What's good, world? This is the one and only Mr. Cooper, and I'm right here kicking it for LB Sickness. We in this bitch. Watch us on the Signature Series Network. Hear me and be sure you catch. Real shit.
That's word 17. Whoop, whoop.
Y'all heard it.
Thank you, man.
I wanna see you in your heels and your lingerie. Ain't worried about the neighbors, they gon' hear you scream my name. I'm a Michael Jackson, beat it, beat it, beat it, till you tapping. Lights, camera, action. No time.
I did get a response back from LB Sickening. I have to get Roman to read it and translate it because I don't understand acronyms very well. But I think I got permission.
That's right, my friends. It is here, it is nigh. The new, exclusive, dedicated website for our tincture line and then more coming CBD products is now up. That's right. Go check out potsquatchsales.com. That's www.potsquatch.
Yes, and it's only beginning too. Jason.
Potsquatchsales.com, where you can get all of your CBD needs. Yes, there's a dirty background in the background, but who cares? This is the real YouTube of Potsquatch Growers, and I'm in my kitchen. I'm just announcing a new website. Check it out and buy now, if you'd like to. Peace.
www.potsquatch.com.
Wake and Bake Fred Fury. With the Wake and Bake Fred Fury. Now live on Michigan United Broadcast.
Remember, be safe, stay sick, and sanitize.
But everything begins again too, and that's always happy.
And it is happy endings.